This is part one of a two-part series on learning to sail upwind. Today we're going to talk about sailing upwind through a narrow channel. After raising the main, we unfurl the jib. Sailboats cannot sail directly into the wind. We can only sail about 45 degrees off the wind's direction. In order to get close to this, we need to pull the jib in as absolutely tight as we possibly can without interfering with the rigging of the boat. This is an aerial view of the channel. This is the direction the wind usually blows. As you can see, it's almost straight down the channel, which is why we have to zigzag back and forth in order to get out. We want to point as high as possible, so we make as few zigzags as possible. In order to keep the boat pointed as high as possible, we use several visual aids. The first one we use is the wind vane at the top of the mast. We keep our eye on the tail of the wind vane, and we try to keep the tail outside or just on the square indexes. If the tail ends up in between the two, you're in the no-go zone and the boat will stall out. Our next indicator are the jib telltales. They're located on the luff of the sail, which is the very front part of the sail. The red string is the port or left telltale, and the green is the right or starboard telltale. When they're streaming back like you see them here, that means the airflow is the most efficient over both sides of the sail, which gives the sail the most amount of power and the most amount of boat speed. To adjust the telltales, you turn in the opposite direction of the telltale that's stalled. If the red telltale, which is the port or left side, is hanging down, then you want to turn towards starboard, which would be your right. To summarize, we pull the jib as tight as we can, and then we aim the boat so that the telltales on the jib are streaming back parallel to each other. Next, let's focus on the mainsail. We have a little bit of luffing, so we'll pull the main sheet and bring the boom in just a little bit. This will set the sails equal to each other so that we get the maximum amount of efficiency and the boat will have the maximum amount of speed. With the boat moving fast, we're getting close to the side of the channel and it's time to tack. Notice how the wind vane goes through the no-go zone, but because the boat has so much momentum, it carries through without any issues at all. As we tack back and forth across the channel, watch the crewman. He delays slightly in pulling the jib across, allowing it to fill with air, which helps turn the boat a little more quickly. I hope you found this video interesting and informative. Please check out CaptainLang.com for a complete list of all our sailing videos.